Right guys, Monday morning, it's 8:15 now, so I've done my morning cardio. So today's basically going to be a university day, so I need to be at uni for about 9:45 really. Lecture starts at 10. Today's going to be nutrition based, so I think we're doing a little bit of psychology behind nutrition and also just other benefits. So basically what we do is we do like 2 modules on specific like nutrition, so it'll be like micronutrients and benefits of certain micronutrients. The other will be unsaturated fat, and then we also do like a psychology part, so understanding where people go wrong and potentially where they could improve and how they could improve and why they do what they do, and do you know what I mean, like things like that. So it is really important to know that side of things as well, because you can know macronutrients and micronutrients as much as you want, but it's getting people to do it. It's like anything, knowledge is valuable, but if there's no implementation involved, then you're screwed. You're not doing it. So that's pretty much what today's going to be about. I'm literally ironing my t-shirt now. All my food's prepped. I've got my gym bag prepped as well. My days obviously don't seem very interesting to some. I appreciate that, but to me, this is like, if someone said, "What is your ideal day?" Today's my ideal day. Got up, done my cardio, going to go learn about something that I've got a massive interest in, and then after that I'm going to go lift weights, which I absolutely love, and then I'm going to be training 2 new people, which is for me massive because I'm giving value back. So today is just massively productive, and I can get where people will think it's long, but for me it's just, that's how I view it, that's how I interpret my day. I look at it from what am I giving, what am I getting back, and so on and so forth. So it's all in correlation with my goals. So I've got quite a few goals. I will rattle them off soon and probably put them out there a little bit more, but at the moment I'm still working on certain things to get things started, and once they're started, then I can start pushing that, and then I can also push that goal out there, and I think that it's all going to come together. In fact, I know it will, but I just got to keep working. So I'll take you along with the day. Good old British weather, just in between lectures, one of these, breakfast. Really shit up. So I just finished uni. I had to do some type of presentation today. It was about our social group. It's really weird. Basically I just stood up and told everyone looked at me like I was a nutter. Today was a lecture, a tutorial at the end. We had to describe a little bit about our social group and our eating habits and our exercise and stuff like that. It was pretty nerve-wracking. Again, I don't know what it is. Heart rate keeps going mental whenever I do it, but I must admit this time it did settle a lot faster, so that's a good sign. It means I'm finally getting over it, but I'm gonna have to keep doing it. I think it's quite interesting how the body plays up to this stuff, because I can do a lot of things without that anxiety, but for some reason public speaking just throws me. But we'll see. Everyone obviously thought I was a weirdo, was asking those questions, but it's alright. As you can see, the weather's beautiful out, so I had to quickly stop recording. Yeah, I've just done a presentation. Crazy getting out of my comfort zone. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit now, so I'm just going to try and do it as much as possible. Just keep trying to get out of that comfort zone, keep pushing myself, keep doing almost what I don't want to do. Giving a shit about what anyone thinks now, to be honest with you, because it's irrelevant. Like today, it was so funny, telling the whole, like, there must be about 30-40 people there, telling them how I live my life, and their faces, they were just so shocked, they couldn't believe it. I was like, you don't drink, you don't do it. And I'm like, no. I was like, I do it a couple of times a year, and all these people looking at me like, I don't know if they were looking at me like I was a freak, or kind of, it was almost in an amazement, you don't know if someone's laughing at you or with you. It was one of them situations. But no, they were asking a lot of questions, I guess just general questions, which was really interesting. Some of the questions they were asking about my lifestyle and how I live, and how I train, eat, sleep, work, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully it kind of gave them a bit of an idea of like how much you can do, I guess. I don't know, but my heart rate was going, all these people like throwing questions at me, do you know what I mean? It's like meeting a girlfriend's parents for the first time. You just like don't know what to say or do, you don't want to say the right or wrong thing. But anyway, yeah, no, that went well. Uni was really good. I'm just literally eating my meal now, so standard, got some turkey in there with some beans and rice and stuff. I'm gonna go literally, so it's about an hour, sometimes 2 hour drive, so literally gonna get this meal in me, start sipping on my pre-workout on the way there, which is going to be amino energy. Just as I come onto a certain road, it's about 25-30 minutes, so what I'm going to do is have my pre-workout tablets then and go lift. So take you along with the workout. It's upper body today, feeling really like tight at the moment, so I'm looking forward to this pump that I'm going to get today. Calories are still around 2, 3, and I'm probably not going to eat any more until after the gym. So today's upper body session, I started off with a incline dumbbell press. This workout, I tried to keep the reps pretty high, so I was working within like the 12 rep range really with this. I think I was getting 10 to 12 reps on this, nice slow controlled reps, really focus on getting that stretch. Big squeeze at the top, almost pulls in there, getting a feel for it. Coming down nice and slow, getting that stretch, feeling it. Just making sure that I'm pushing through the chest, trying to avoid putting too much on the shoulders, because a lot of the time you find that your shoulders take over, and you really want to be isolating that chest, because if you want to get good chest development, you've got to make sure your chest is doing the movement. If you want to get stronger and you want to just be worrying about lifting a number, then obviously it's a bit of a different story. As you can see, I do generally stick to roughly the same type of exercises. I've gone straight in from the incline dumbbell press into some bent over EZ bar rows. Really nice, comfortable movement this, really enjoy it. As you can see, getting a big squeeze at the top, getting a good feel for it, getting that control, squeeze and control, really pulling through the back. You just got to pull through that back. Whenever you're doing any type of rowing movement, like people just end up thinking that it's just about moving the weight. Alright, yeah, it does obviously play a role, but if you can actually get that connection to your back, you're gonna get so much more stimulation. As you can see here, I'm really struggling to pull up. Could have used momentum easily, but I really want to avoid that. Straight from there, I went on to some close grip pull-ups, and these close grip pull-ups, same thing. I'm really focusing on pulling through the back, keeping myself controlled, not dropping the body down, more focused on pulling the chest up towards the top, not so focused on just getting my chin over the top. By doing this, you're going to find you're going to hit your back so much more. You're actually going to feel it in your back, and as you can see here, where I'm pulling through, all back, not using any momentum, not throwing myself up, and you're just going to get a better stimulation in your back. You're gonna grow if you keep training like that. Then I went from there onto the incline press, flat machine chest press. I mean, as you can see, I'm just very, very consistent with my styles of training. My exercises are, pretty similar. I manipulate my rep ranges quite often, and my weights. I do write it all down. I don't just go into the gym and just think, "Sorry, I'm going to do this." I do go by feel. I check what type of rep ranges I haven't done, and then I'll do them. And obviously, if I'm feeling strong, I'll go heavier. And if you got to auto-regulate. You got to get a feel for what your how you feel. But at the same time, don't always go by that, because sometimes you just can kind of not put 100% in when you really need to be digging deep, especially at these points. Then I went on to cable crossovers. Same thing, really getting that squeeze, focusing on that stretch, making sure the shoulders aren't doing too much. As I'm coming in, I'm really squeezing that chest, keeping it contracted throughout the whole movement. The reason why I love the cables, as I've said before, is the resistance that you can apply to your chest throughout the whole range of motion is just uncomparable. You really can't get the same thing. So it frustrates me when I see people rushing this movement, because you're losing so much, and I don't see the point in doing it if you're going to rush it, because the whole point is that resistance is throughout the whole range, and if you're using momentum to pull that weight forward, or you're just letting the weight drop, you're not getting the full range of motion. You're not going to completely stimulate your chest. As you can see, as the reps get harder, I'm not losing form. I'm really squeezing through the chest. It's all chest that's bringing that forward, and I'd rather foul a rep trying to push through my chest than just giving up and rounding the shoulders over and doing that. I went straight from there. I went into some wider grip pull-ups. Just kept the reps nice and low, nice controlled, big squeeze, control, squeeze. So as you can see, towards it gets to the end, I don't speed it up, I actually slow it down towards the end, I make the reps harder. Just keep pulling through that back, and it's really helped my back development, I feel. I've noticed some massive changes in my back since I've started focusing on just contracting the back through the full range of motion and also keeping the control. I mean, I went and done a little bit of posing. This is just where I'm at the moment. I'm fairly lean. I mean, I could be a lot tighter, don't get me wrong, but since I know that I'm not doing this show, I'm not going to lie, I've been a little bit open with my calories a little bit. I've not been so strict. I've not been weighing certain things. Although I've been well on top of the majority of it, sometimes I will just put a teaspoon of peanut butter in and not actually weigh it. This my pose, this right side, I really struggle with it. But as you can see, my back V-taper is coming in quite nicely. All in all, I feel like I'm in a really good position. I feel like I need to just keep pushing, keep doing what I'm doing, keep that maintenance, and things are going to keep coming forward. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I'm looking forward to see what I bring later on in the year. Right, it's just 10 o'clock, done my workout, so which you obviously see. To be fair, it's probably one of the best workouts I've had in a very long time. I really just went for it, supersetting everything, really getting good control, really just was really in the zone, wasn't aware of my surroundings, just really focused. And sometimes you just switch off. I find it so therapeutic, I really do, just putting everything into that hour or so. Didn't do any cardio straight after that. What I'd done was I'd done a bit of posing, just because I want to keep posing and keep trying to, get that feel for it, because I do want to compete again. Today really kind of felt a little bit, not down, but it did bother me, the fact that I'm not competing today, because I was looking at myself and I was thinking that, no, it's definitely without a doubt the best package I've ever brought. And I know obviously it should be, because you're improving, but it's nice to do that. But I finished gym, come home, done a bit of studying for, I've got an exam or mini test tomorrow on equilibrium of reactions, so it's chemistry. Pretty confident with it, should be fine. Also got biology tomorrow, so just kind of going over my lecture notes. But first, what I'm doing is I'm just doing a few plans, doing training plans at the moment, no nutrition plans today. I had 2 new clients today, 2 clients training together. To be fair, went well, good guys. It's just nice to meet people that just relax. Like, sometimes you get people that are really uptight, and these guys are just normal guys. We was having a laugh in the gym, showing them a few things, seemed pretty comfortable with what I showed them. So see how that goes. I mean, I've seen him in there a few times, so I'm sure I'll see him again. But I'll definitely try and keep, pushing them if I do see him in the gym and if they've got any questions. So yeah, it's been a really productive day. I'm very tired, as you can probably tell. Quite lethargic. My brain's quite slow at the moment, but I need to get this done. My meals have been bang on today as well. I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling quite lean. So, they're there. When you sit, if you can see your abs when you're sitting down, you know that you're on track. But yeah, been a productive day. Thought I'd round this off with a load of shit. I don't know what I'm talking about now. So that's gonna be the end of this vlog. I'm enjoying doing these. I'm enjoying them. It's been quite fun actually. It's helped with my communication skills, believe it or not. I never thought talking to a phone or camera would help, but it definitely does help. It makes a difference, because I'm getting used to talking out loud and talking to people, and also getting things off your chest is quite crazy, really. How what that does by even just talking, talking to people, as most people know, when you talk to people, you get things off your chest, feel better for it. Sometimes just doing this, just rounding up my days, it's quite motivating to actually sit there and round up my day in a video form, not necessarily in a diary. I used to write it down, but I don't really enjoy writing. I enjoy this. I like this. I like being able to look back at this, and as I'm saying it out loud, it kind of wakes me up a little bit, makes me realise that today's been a really good day. I've stepped outside of my comfort zone, provided other people with value. I've got work done. I've learnt today. I've trained. Got my meals in, hit my macros. can't really ask for a better day, to be fair. So that's it.